Hi there, it's John here from Re-cyclops down in Cornwall again. Just another short video because it's mower season. A few little items that I've picked up and some relatively easy repairs. Just to turn around, resell and make a few quid out of them. A rare occurrence down here in Cornwall today. A beautiful sunny day. It's mower season, so I've been off out picking up a couple of lawn mowers. One of them on eBay. Paid 46 quid for the pair of them from the same guy with grass boxes. Hopefully should be easy fixes. See, this one hasn't got a spark plug in it, but other than that, see a fuel tank that's leaking, and this other one has got trouble with the pull cord. That's not working properly, so hopefully I can clean up and those two problems. It's not too bad, and so both for less than 50 quid for the pair from the same guy. Right, so I've had to do some cutting and shutting on this pull start. This here came off an engine cowl, this one over here. That's what's left of it. And that was off an RV 150 engine. This is the original top piece off the B&Q pull start, but the metal bush thing that fits in here, you can just see it on there, had pulled out, and the previous owner, when he was pull starting it, it had eaten up into there, got behind the pull start itself, and when I took the cowling off, because it was all seized up, as I took the cowling off, so the spring, the pulls all fell out, the spring was broken, you can see it, the screw in there that holds it all in, that's stripped, so that was no good. So I took the pull start off this, put it onto this, and I've plastic welded. You can see that. As usual, I have light problems. Plastic welded all the way around it, and just 3 little spots inside, and that is secure as anything. The only other thing I had to do was the cup that fits on top of the engine that this locates on was different on the RV engine than it was on the B&Q engine, so I just had to swap the cup over. It took about an hour to do all that, not a lot really. I just used a soldering iron to do the welding. Just put a V in it and sort of blend it together, and then I use some of this material from here, just use that as a filler rod, and then just went over it all at the end, just making it smooth. But there's another cover that goes over the top of that anyway when it's on the motor, so none of that will be seen, and it's strong. And then I'm going to sell the mower on. It's got to be a strong fix because I give a warranty with the mowers that I sell, so it might not be aesthetically pleasing, but you know, solved the problem. It hasn't cost me anything other than an hour of my time. I did have a look on eBay to see if these were available, but there weren't any, so it was the easiest and quickest solution. Right, so we have the B&Q mower engine here. Right, now this has got 1, 2, 3 mounts for the cowl, but on the RV 150 engine they're in different positions, which is why that cowl cover couldn't fit on the B&Q one. That's why I had to do the cut and shut. But anyway, so that's the B&Q engine. And that's the reason when I said online that I looked online for the B&Q cover and couldn't find a cowling cover. There are loads and loads for the RV 150s, which I say the bolts are in a different position. Right, and the other thing, right, that's the RV 150 off the other mower that I bought, and that's got this all-in-one fuel tank. Now this is right, this is where it's leaking round that joint there, so I'm going to have to plastic weld that. Now there are there's a modification that's done. This is an early this engine here is an early RV 150. This is the later one that's got the separate fuel tank, and the engines are slightly different. There's, I don't know if you can see this, there's different mounting points. There's a screw there and this there, so this sort of individual tank can't just be mounted straight on that engine, but there's a kit available to mount it. But for the kit, the cowling and the tank, they want about 39 quid. So it's, I mean, I've got other engines here, I could just swap an engine over, but I'm going to try and repair this tank first before I do that. Or so I might just swap the engine over for the moment until an all-in-one cover comes along. And this is the other bit I had to change. As I said in the previous part of the video, this is just the starter cup. This is one off the 150 engine, which was different to the B&Q one. Right, so the cover fits back on there, and like I say, it doesn't look too bad. I'll get a closer view of the welding around it. No, fits there how it should. And then this cover sits over the top, supposedly. You can just get the pull start out, and then the magic of video, that's the cover back on. So as you can see, you can't see that it's had the repair done. It's a good strong repair. The mower itself's got a virtually new blade on it, and the guy had done an oil change on it already for some reason. Spark plug's like new, and there's a good strong spark. And when I first got it, I did just spray some easy start in and pull it over when I just first done the repair to the pull start, and it fired straight up. So I've got to get some petrol and shove it in, and then hopefully that'll be that, and then that's ready for resale. So I paid, well, basically 26 quid, 27 quid for them each, and I'm hoping to get probably 75–80 pound. So obviously a good profit can be made, and really for not a lot of work. And then this one over here, so I've got to plastic weld that tank up, and then hopefully that'll be okay. I'm going to run some water through the tank, probably for a couple of hours I would think, because although it's not had fuel in it for a while, you still obviously got the smell of the petrol. There's no, obviously with welding with a soldering iron, you don't get a naked flame or anything, and you're not really going right through into it, but we shall. Right, this is the fuel tank. Let's get the focus now, is it? This is the fuel tank after I've done the plastic welding on it. My biggest problem with filming is that I haven't got a tripod at the moment. There's so much stuff that comes into me, I figure that the day I buy one, probably the very next day one will come through the door, so I haven't bought one. But as you can see, I've used the plastic from the other sort of cowl, and I've welded that onto there using the soldering iron, and I've done quite a big radius all the way around it underneath. Right, you can see this very well underneath and along the edges, and that's all again solid. The mower itself's been standing about, but strip all this down and give it a damn good clean. There's not much to these carbs really, and once they're clean, they should work pretty well. You can see the bowl there is a lot cleaner than it was. And this is all just about to go back together, then back on the mower, and then that'll be it, and be ready to be started and then sold. As it happens, my nephew wants some mowers. He's just bought himself a house, so one of them's already been sold to him, providing they run, which I'm sure they will. It's nice and clean, all the outside, all the inside. I'm going to say ready to be put on the mower, and that should have solved any starting problems. As I say, it was a good spark, and the air filter was clean, so it should be no problem starting it at all now. Alright, so that's both the mowers back together. Just going to start them up, show you them both running. So not really too many hassles.